Hey, what's happening? Tim with Nomad Trading. This thing, I swear, with live YouTube, I never know when it's actually going and when it's not. It's like there's a delay. But anyway, just gonna look at what's going on in the market today. I thought you guys might want to check out what's happening, what's hot right now. It's been kind of a slower day, really kind of a slower week, I think. About 45 minutes left in the market before market close. The ones that I see, the top ones, VUZI. This one's had news of a defense contractor, so it rocketed up from under $4 to almost about 473, 470. 473 is the high. Kind of came back down, had a nice break of high of day. Would have been a good trade at either point there. And then it came back down. Nothing too exciting at this point, but it is staying above VWAP and is somewhat uptrending, so we'll see what happens with it. Traded 24 million shares. SHLO, this is probably the hottest day trader stock. I don't really like the stocks that are under $1 personally, but some people do. Some people love them. SHLO, it's traded 181 million shares. It's just, for me, I don't like them because they're not as predictable. Like, if you bought it high of daybreak, would have been great. It started yesterday, by the way. They filed for bankruptcy, so they dropped big. Let's see, you got to go out 5 days. Dropped big, and then they had news, I think, let's see, first day motions to support business operations. I think that basically means that they got approved to use some of their financing to keep paying their employees and whatnot, basically keep business going for a while. So people thought that is good news, and therefore it's rocketed up yesterday after hours, started at 30 cents. It's more than 100% up. It's 134% up on the day, actually, right now. So pretty big news, but like I said, it's under $1, so to me it's less predictable. Like how it rockets up here, then it fades all the way below VWAP, then it curls back up, but it doesn't really break out, curls back down. And that could be indicative of the news and the fact that the news is kind of, I don't know. They're as far as I know, they're still filing for bankruptcy, so the news is good, but it can't be good enough, in my opinion, to really carry it back up here where it was over $1. So it's kind of stalling out. That's my opinion on it. I probably will not trade it because it's under $1, and also because of that. It doesn't, to me, have that much tremendous upside. There's still bad news hanging over its head. There might be good news, but I can't see it going too much higher. Maybe a short, and I mean, you never know. Maybe it squeezes, but to me, it's more of a short since it's up from 30 cents yesterday. Now it's at 67, 68. Let's see what else. On the scanner, WKSP has been popping up, but it's nothing at all. I don't see any kind of a trade in that when I look at that. Nothing I'm interested in. I say it's been slower because really those are the only things been popping up on my low float scanner the one that I use, that I created. My criteria. This one, same thing. Ears shot up, that's great, but it would have just been a fade, so would have been a great short had you got short up there and topped it. But other than that, nothing too exciting. Starting to curl a little bit, but these big drops scare me. I'd be scared to go long up in here knowing that there's such big drops right here. Other than that, we got IGC is another huge one, traded almost 61 million shares. This one is a little more in my wheelhouse, but choppy. It has presented several good opportunities. If you bought the high of daybreak here, the high of daybreak here, high of daybreak after the double top, high of daybreak here, any of these opportunities here would have made you money. After that, it's tough to call the top, and you could have maybe a VWAP bounce, but it didn't really get all the way down to VWAP. So again, a little bit difficult to time. Now it's just fading. Kind of in a support area at the moment, so we'll see. Could curl back up during power hour, or it could just keep fading down. Sorry, I have been using more trend lines on my charts lately. I've been finding them to be helpful if I draw a trend line, and it seems like a lot of the times you can find that a stock will respect the trend line. You can get a nice little bounce play off of it. Or if you're looking for price targets and whatnot, or places to short. If it breaks the trend line, it would have been a good place to short. Could have shorted it in the 160 range and covered it at least 10 cents profit. So trend lines, kind of using them a little more often than I used to. Seems to be something to it, kind of like the 200 moving average, kind of playing with it in the testing stage. We also have KCAC. It's traded 76 million shares, up 67% on the day. This must be like a recent, I don't know if it's a recent IPO, but I don't have any data on it. Like 13 days ago is the first data I have on it. I could dig into it and probably find it's probably down in here, but like I always say, I don't really care all that much about the news. I just care that there is news. When you're a scalper like me, you care more about the fact that there is some kind of news and that there's some kind of catalyst, but not as much what it is. I don't spend as much time digging into it. I just like to know that there's something out there. As far as trades go, you could have bought the high of day breakout here. Could have made a decent amount of money there on that stretch. Other than that, it dropped back and dropped below VWAP right out of the gate. I don't love that. I don't love when a stock goes below VWAP. To me, that just signifies weakness, but it has, in its defense, curled up, and it keeps coming down and testing VWAP, but then staying above it. So maybe this thing will be another multi-day runner. We'll just have to wait and see. But again, not a ton of amazing trades here. You could maybe have bought this when it started to climb out. It was consolidating for a long time, tested VWAP. Maybe could have bought that and scalped that little area there. But other than that, not a ton of clear, concise, calculated trades. I try not to take too much risk. That's why I have small accounts and took my money out, and I just have very small accounts in this and CMEG. And I trade small because I'm trying to mitigate risk until I prove to myself that I can be consistently profitable. Then I'll scale up. But part of what that means is taking only trades that I consider to be higher probability trades, not just over trading. I've run into problems with over trading before, and like in CMEG, commissions and ECN fees will eat you alive. There's been days where I've spent hundreds on just commissions and ECN fees because I overtraded. So other than that, those are pretty much the big movers of the day. Check them out, see what you think. Watch those the rest of the day going into market close. We got about 37 minutes left until market close, so I'll be watching the scanners. If you look at the Market Watch scanner here, I'll drag that over here. The one these are my specs, so I might have to change them because not a whole lot showing up here. I shorted TCON this morning and made like $40 on it. Very small position, nothing exciting. And then, yeah, as far as the FinViz free scanner, you got the top ones that we already talked about. So to me, it's a bit of a slower day. Check it out, though. Maybe you guys are having better luck than me. If you are, comment below. Tell me how much you made. Show me what you got going on. If there's anything I missed that's really moving. I know Tesla's down, having another down day. It's had a couple of down days, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, down another 10% today. So people are feeling the burn, wishing they'd got out at the top, most likely on the Tesla at the moment, but it probably will bounce, I would say, at least to the 430s. We'll see what happens after that. The market overall is down big today, still going down 4% at the moment. S&P SPY ETF, I mean, look at that red candle. I'm going to have to look into the news and see what's causing that, if it's just a pullback or if there's some kind of crazy news that's got people scared and running for the hills. It could just be a healthy pullback because it really hasn't broken the uptrend yet. But it is scary. You got all these small green days and then gigantic red day. Not something you like to see. Maybe a buying opportunity. Buy the dip, as I always say on Stock Twits. It's going to the moon. Anyway, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate that and all the support. You guys are awesome. Comment and let me know how much you made or lost today. Take care.